Salvete omnes, this is Amelia, also known as TheMartianGeek, and welcome back to another episode of Mega Man X3. In the last episode, we had annoying enemy placement, a tedious wall-climbing segment, and an anticlimactic boss battle. And now we go on to Dr. Doppler Stage 3. What awaits us in this stage? Besides different music, that is. Well, we have a bunch of crab enemies that we can completely ignore, and we have a boss door, leading to the capsule room. Yes, this is the boss rematch stage of Mega Man X3, and why was it not letting me air dash there? This thing will give you power-ups if you shoot it. If you do a certain amount of damage to it, it will get destroyed, like that, but it's guaranteed to give you large weapon and health pickups if you use a fully charged shot on it. If you use an uncharged shot, sometimes it'll give you little ones and sometimes big ones, but you can shoot it more times before it gets destroyed. And I don't really remember which bosses are in which capsules. I usually just go counterclockwise around the room and take what I can get. So let's find out for ourselves. Together. For our first boss, we are fighting Blizzard Buffalo. And actually, he seems to be a little bit harder to fight with his weakness weapon than just using the buster on him, based on my outtakes. Shooting him with the Parasitic Bomb, which is indeed his weakness, you get it from Blast Hornet. It works on him, but it tends to make him do the ice projectile attack a lot more often. Sometimes he will just keep charging, but more often than not, he won't. He will shoot ice at you. I guess the thing to do is to shoot him with it when he's almost to you. That way you have room to air dash over him. Also, I don't think the charged version actually does any more damage to him. Uncharged, it does 2 units. Charged, it might still be 2, but I couldn't tell. That might have been 3. In general, the charged versions of special weapons aren't that useful on bosses, because they take so long to charge up that you're kind of a sitting duck there for several seconds while you're charging. And more often than not, they either don't do any more damage than the uncharged version, or at least don't do enough damage to be worth the trouble. So in general, you probably just want to use uncharged special weapons on bosses if you're using these weapons. But anyway, Blizzard Buffalo is down, and let's see what's behind door number 2. We are fighting Blast Hornet. And when you use his weakness weapon on him, he becomes an absolute joke. And I pressed the wrong button to pause the game. He's weak to the Gravity Well from, naturally, Gravity Beetle. Shoot him with it, and it will take 4 units of health off him. And the interesting thing about it is you don't even have to be next to him when you're shooting it. It just has to be on the screen, and it will still do damage to him. Also gets rid of his bees if you do it right. The bees can still hit you and hurt you. Also, if you charge it up, instead of 4 units of health, it will deal 6. This takes a while. Also, the fully charged version makes his bees go off the screen. Yeah, that was pretty pathetic. Blast Hornet is one of those bosses that falls really easily to his weakness weapon. Unfortunately, the Gravity Well does absolutely nothing to any other boss in the game. At least I don't think it does. In general, it's pretty much just an anti-air weapon. I pressed the wrong button again. Convenient to be able to refill my health, I have to say. Who is our third boss? It is Volt Catfish. I guess I should have guessed from the little thing at the top of the room. He's weak to the tornado fang from Tunnel Rhino. And an interesting thing about it is you can actually hit him with it twice if you do it right. See, like that. He'll be on one side of the room. Then you hit him and dash over to the other side. He jumps toward you, and then the drill hits him again. It's rather funny. I don't think the charged version does any more damage to him. I did that wrong. But let's see. I can just get a charged one out. Okay, you know what? Screw it. Not working. Also, you can stop him from doing his second attack pattern entirely if you time it right. does manage to get off his electric shields and whatnot, then the Tornado Fang will actually break through them. Stand here, press Y, stand here, press Y, repeat until boss health equals 0. The Tornado Fang doesn't do that much damage to him, only 2 units of health, but the fact that you can hit him with it twice and lock him into a pattern. Anyway, moving on. Time for our 4th boss. And this would be Gravity Beetle. He's weak to the Ray Splasher, the weapon we got from Neon Tiger. Again, uncharged is probably best. Also, does using his weakness weapon on him make him be able to do that Neon Charge thing earlier in the battle? Pretty sure during his first appearance he could only do that when he was low on health. Seems to do 3 units of damage, and I guess the charge version can at least hit him twice, potentially. But it's kind of erratic to be depending on. Bye-bye, Gravity Beetle, you didn't even get to do any damage to me. Now, of course, if you don't hit him with his weakness soon enough, you will still manage to get off those electric green gravity orb things. And that's no fun. Overall, though, not a hard boss battle with his weakness. And that was entirely weapon energy. It's a good thing I didn't take any damage from that fight, because I don't think you guys would have wanted me to sit here and have the helmet fill up my health. Who's in capsule number 5? Why, it's Tunnel Rhino! How's it been, old friend? And I'm being verbally ironic in that. He's weak to the Acid Burst from Toxic Seahorse. And the charge version of it actually does do more damage to him. It'll do 5 units instead of 3. It's up to you whether you feel that it's worth it to hit him with it. Or it can get completely blocked by his drills like that. Yeah, that works too, I guess. And again. Really? There. Oh, well, he got 1 hit in on me. He's doing that darn drill shield and nullifying my weapons. Oh, he had 6 units of health left. I thought he had 5. But yeah, Carpal Tunnel Rhino is down. For the 2nd time. To be honest, I'm not that worried about the bosses doing any damage to me, because I have this thing, and I have my amazing helmet, so... Also, the number of times you shoot that before it gets destroyed seems to be determined by the strength of the power-up that it gives you, rather than the strength of the shot that you put into it, which is kind of weird. But who's the 6th boss, I wonder? Crush Crawfish. And with his weakness weapon, you kind of want to be careful. He's weak to the Triad Thunder Catfish. The problem with the Triad Thunder is, for the most part, it's fairly close range. Unless you want a delayed reaction and can hit him with the bolts that shoot out in 3 directions. Or just want it fully charged every time. If you're just using a regular uncharged version, then you kind of have to get close to him. And this guy is not a boss you want to be close to. Because he does stuff like that. That was interesting. I accidentally killed him when I didn't mean to, and didn't get a chance to show off the charge shot on him. But, again, I'm not sure that the charge version does enough extra damage to make it worth using on him, so whatever. Please give me some... That is not health. I was gonna say, please give me some health, but... Wow, that guy did a lot of damage to me. Boss number 7, capsule number 7. It is and Tiger. He's weak to Crush Crawfish's Spinning Blade. You can lock him into a pattern with it. Just be careful that he doesn't fall on you. Pretty much just do this. And actually jump when you fire the thing at him. Mind you, the Spinning Blade does not do that much damage to him. Only 2 units of health. In general, weakness weapons don't seem to be nearly as effective in the X series as they are in the Classic series. In Classic Mega Man, most of the lightning and weakness weapons would do at least 4 units of damage to the boss, whose weakness they were. In the X series, it's usually 2 or 3. And the boss's health meters are longer to boot. And if they do more than that, then the boss's health meters are even longer, probably. But that is all 8 Mavericks down for the second. Or no, wait a minute. No, it's not. We have one more. What am I thinking? Yeah, one final Maverick to take on, and we know who that is. In the 8th capsule, we have Toxic Seahorse, and I did not miss him. He's weak to the Frost Shield from Blizzard Buffalo. And did I mention the Frost Shield is freaking slow? It does do 3 units of damage to him, but like Tunnel Rhino, he can actually destroy your weapon projectiles with his. The interesting thing you can do with him is fire a Frost Shield at the wall. Fire a Frost Shield at the wall, I said. And then it'll make spikes on the floor like that. Oh hey, didn't even get a chance to do his melting toxic waste thing. See, if he actually lands on those floor spikes, which is easier said than done because he jumps around so much, then he will still take damage. I think the charged version does 4 units of damage instead of 3, but I forgot to try it, so... Whoops. Okay, now that's all 8 Mavericks down for real, and now we can move on to the stage's real boss. And the rest of the stage, I suppose, but there isn't much to this stage. I mean, it is a boss rematch stage. Those are generally pretty short. We just fall down here and we have some more of these laser things. That one in an odd position. Take a few hits, but it doesn't matter too much because they do give you a health pickup here. And one more enemy. Not sure what the purpose of that guy even is, but time for the boss. You can tell because there's no exit to the room. It's Dr. Doppler. I've been waiting for you, X. I'm Dr. Doppler. I've been watching your battles closely. Your victories over my men have been most impressive. I need superior Reploids like yourself, X. I offer you the chance to join us. Together we shall build a utopia where the Reploids rule under the watchful eyes of Sigma, our lord and master. No way, Doc! Your schemes end here and now. Perhaps you are not as smart as I once thought. Prepare to be ripped apart and to be born again as part of the new body of Sigma. Okay, now, the problem with Dr. Doppler is he has that green force field. And when he has that up, you don't want to hit him because he will restore health. Best time to hit him is right after he does this attack. Or possibly while he's shooting these things. I guess he's not that hard of a boss to take on, but do not underestimate him, and do not shoot him when his force field is up. It's not that hard, he just takes a while. Okay, you know what? Let's not stay on the wall when he does that attack. Yeah, I'm sorry, Doc, but your attacks are kinda easy to dodge. He only really has those two attacks, plus the force field if you count that as an attack. And I still haven't learned not to be on the wall when he's shooting those things. Yeah, I guess you could probably finish this guy quicker if you were a little more risky about it. But I'm playing it safe right now. And I got hit anyway. Oh well. Actually, I wonder if you can hit him while he's dashing across. And one more. Defeated. Yeah, that was really easy. I do not remember that guy being that easy to take down. He only has 3 moves, and one of them isn't even an attack, and yeah, I'm sorry, Dr. Doppler, but that was even easier than Vile's fight in the previous stage. You are strong, X. Strong enough to defeat Sigma. Doppler, can you talk? Well, he just did. Sigma's true form is that of a computer virus. I was corrupted by him, and I created a horrific new body for him. Where's the body now? It's in the underground hangar of this lab. I don't think Sigma has occupied it yet. Don't worry about me. Destroy the body before it is too late. Time is running out. Thanks, Doc. And password screen that we don't need, and back to the stage select. So that's 3 out of 4 Dr. Doppler stages down, or Fortress stages I suppose we should call them, since you can imagine whom we're fighting in the next stage. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it in the next episode. So, I will see you then.